Okay, we are live with Manuel Aguilar. Will you introduce yourself and talk about your background and project?
Yes, my name is Manuel Aguilar. I'm a 2011 TED Global Fellow. I started working in development by co-founding a renewable energy company called Quetzal in Guatemala, where we've been working with base of the pyramid customers earning less than $3 a day on securing their electrical needs.
Okay, and so you have plans to build two communities in Guatemala and then expand from there. Will you talk about those projects?
Yes. Well, right now we have plans for two simultaneous villages being developed in two different sites. One of them, where I'm going to be living myself, will be for 30 displaced families. Families right now are, suffering displacements from extreme weather conditions since we're undergoing a rainy season. Guatemala is one of the world's most endangered countries because of climate change. We're most susceptible due to our bad infrastructure. So we're starting in two different sites, one of them for displaced families to demonstrate that such a sustainable village can happen with the absolute scarcest resources. And one of them will be on an industrial complex where a consortium of universities, the government of Taiwan, government of Guatemala, are working on a technology and knowledge transfer institute to bring up the productive capacities of the local populace. So we're planning on building two villages on those two sites, and the idea will be to be sustainable on many levels. Of course, from the actual buildings themselves, which will have technological components that provide residents with clean energy, clean water, sanitation, and energy for cooking as well. And of course, agriculturally and socially sustainable, because the residents will not only have abundance in their natural resources, which they previously lacked, but they're also going to have productive opportunities. And throughout all these processes is where we're looking forward to collaborating with open source ecology, because of course, not just the great facilitators that the technologies and the different global village construction set elements become in building and maintaining the village, but because also they provide an incredible set of skills and tools that people can learn to use productively and also transfer to other villagers and other neighbors that are going to build settlements later on. So yes, Aaron, just trying to make the long-winded answer a bit shorter in summation. We're hoping to start off with these two villages as the very beginning of what will hopefully be a transformation of the Guatemalan countryside, how the base of the pyramid builds dwellings and houses and settlements, which is unnecessarily dirty, unsustainable, and not conducive to human development like it is now. So open source ecology will be instrumental in our development now and going forward.
Okay, and so based on the conversation we just concluded, you guys are ready to go in July for surveying sites and potentially starting to build housing. OSC has the CEV press in a tested prototype stage, so we're fully documented and ready to go with the compressed earth brick press. We've already tested it on site in Missouri. What we need to come up with, based on our conversation, is a design for housing that's applicable to the local regions in Guatemala. So is that fair to say?
Yes, absolutely. We're hoping to. Well, one of the sites is already chosen and it's already determined. So that will depend on the consortium speed and moving along the process to get the construction set. On the other side, the village, yes, you're right. We're hoping to start, from early July. We'll finish up the transaction and all the logistical steps of purchasing the land in June, so that we're ready to start building as soon as the rains let up, which might be at some point in July or early August. But we'll be ready to go, on the ground in July. And we're definitely looking forward to visiting the farm, as we said now, to get up to speed and train one of our representatives on both building the CEB press and some of the housing, which we'll try the prototype you guys have already worked on. And yes, I think there will be a need on our end to do some variation of the architectural models so that they apply to local climate conditions and local materials. So I think that's not necessarily going to be a big issue, just something that definitely needs to be worked on. But the designs you have now are a great starting point, and we look forward to working with them.
Okay, the final thing is, will you speak more in depth about your partnerships locally? You have some university support, and we just talked about that.
Yes. I have support for different support for both of the projects, and I'm going to hopefully integrate them. On one of the side, on the industrial complex, there is a private institution called Technopark, who are the owners of the complex. There's the government of Taiwan through the ambassador of Taiwan. There's the government of Guatemala through the National Council of Science and Technology, and there's two universities: University San Pablo and University Galileo, which is a technical, well, not a technical school, but a engineering school specifically. On the other side, my partner is Universidad San Carlos. San Carlos is the largest public university. It's one of the oldest in the Americas also. And my business partner there works at the dean's office, and he's coordinating, a massive effort on the whole architecture department to start working on these solutions. We've been working with 4 students that are writing their thesis, designing different housing models specifically for the base of the pyramid, using our technological assembly of self-sustaining technologies, and adapting them to 4 different microclimates. So that should be ready also in the next few months. They have 6 months time limit to work on those theses. So we're just building up right now our base of collaborators and a knowledge base that we can use as a platform to start training the people that are actually going to be involved in living in these communities.
Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna. Do you have any final thoughts, or are we good to go?
No final thoughts. We're good to go. Other than we look forward to working with OSC, continuing to work with OSC in the future. So thanks a lot, Aaron.
All right, thank you so much. Stay on the line. I'm just gonna stop recording.